See if that works. Hey, Jeff.
Yo, what's up, Charlie?
How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I am good. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
How's business going?
It's going. It's rough right now, but trying to trying to figure it out, right?
What are things moving slow there?
Yeah, I mean it's so I'm in two markets. In the Jersey market, there's just not much. It's wintertime, it's slow here. It's a resort market, making slow traction. And PA, where I'm not as connected as I once was, which I'm trying to reconnect to. It's definitely busier there than it is here. I got to just put a listing on the market yesterday there, but just trying to re-engage everybody, get this thing going again.
Yeah, yeah.
It's painful right now, but
Is for Jersey, is that kind of normal this time of year?
yeah, it is. It is, but it feels a lot more painful this year than it has in a long time, and trying to figure it out, man. Just my biggest challenge is I just delegated so many of those relationships out to my team in Pennsylvania over the years, and trying to just stop marketing to them, start doing all that stuff. So I'm trying to bring it back.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, one of the things,
Won't be so bad if I didn't have a huge expense load that I'm carrying.
right, right. Yeah, that is that is the case. Hey Dale, hey Mike, hey Carol Ann. I can
Hi,
hear you.
I'm here.
Um,
I'm still getting my morning's still getting going.
oh, good. Thanks for joining us. Uh
10
audio,
a.m.
audio.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Um,
I am here actually.
how's things going, Mike?
Going great. Just went down south in southern Utah this weekend for some soccer tournaments and to get warmed up.
Was that near St. George?
St. George, we go to St. George here in Utah. It's usually 20 degrees warmer there, and so spring's just starting, so it's really super nice to go down there this time of year. They have a home show if you want to check that out, and a lot of things happening. So people in northern Utah go to St. George in the January, February, March time. So it's awesome.
To thaw out.
Yep. So are you still in tropical paradise or what?
We're back home. We got back to Nashville last Wednesday night. So
Nice.
and we're looking to get a place there though. We plan on being there. I'd love to be there 6 months out of the year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what's real estate like there? And this is Costa Rica, right? You're talking
this is Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Puerto
Puerto Rico. Okay.
Yeah. So the city that I love, it's affordable for like beachfront. Like you can get a 3-bedroom condo for 600. You can get, probably the same for like a nice house. If you go 10 minutes inland, I mean, you can get something really nice for 250, 300.
Cool.
It's that big of a difference. And if we're there 6 months of the year, the hope would be we could short-term rent it. They've got a really good market for that
Do they? Yeah.
when we don't.
So they don't have a problem with foreigners owning property there.
They actually incentivize it. So I don't know if Puerto Rico has this thing called the Act 60. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
You got to jump through a few hoops, get licensed. Each year they modify it a little bit. But when you get it, it's 4% federal income tax, because Puerto Rico is a territory. And so they
Right.
worked out a deal with the US government where if you go there, usually you have to buy a home within a certain amount of time. So a lot of people, when they're going to sell their businesses, they move there for 3 years to sell the business because 4% is better than 35.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that that are in real estate companies that have a lot of revenue share, recruiting, quite a few of those have moved there. And so yeah, they want us there.
Nice.
You can do a 1031 into Puerto Rico.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, because it's a U.S. territory.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, everyone in Puerto Rico born are American citizens. So
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We're we just got an 18-month lease on our one rental, and I wish I didn't. I'd just sell it and buy something and it right there. But I guess I just got to make more money to buy a second one.
That's nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'd spend more time there if it wasn't so far away.
yeah. Hey, Stacy,
Sorry, I'm late.
all good, all good.
Oh, look, Jeffrey Silva's here.
What's up, Stace?
That's right. You guys know each other.
Right.
How's business, Stacy?
Business is slow.
Yeah, fast and slow, right?
That's right. It's cold here. How are you?
It's a little chilly. It's freezing today here in Nashville, 32 degrees. Carol
Nice.
Ann's probably
Nice
sitting
of
at
you to
like
come back
75,
to our
80
weather.
degrees. Nice weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well,
It's 50. It's actually cold. It's 58 where I'm at right now.
wow.
Wow. It cooled up.
Yeah. Do you got anything going business wise, Carol Ann?
Yeah, I've got one divorce I had to break up with. The other divorce is moving smoothly, and I've got a probate or trust that's moving smoothly, and I've got a probate in the hopper fixer. Oh, and I'm double ending the trust. So that's what I got.
Nice. How did you get those divorce clients?
Attorneys,
Yeah. That's
but
awesome.
the one was a nightmare. I had to walk away from. She's just holding on to she's just making everybody's life miserable so that she gets what she wants. I think. I don't know. Divorce is not for the faint of heart.
Here. Well, I like that you go for the attorneys, and Jeff talking about re-engaging the people up in Pennsylvania. Brad Brinkman's been running a test on how to get specific people to see the referrals while you sleep content more often. And one of the things that he's been doing is he's got like his top 100. He's got some people that he wants to see him. And he's been like liking, commenting on those people's pages strategically, just that list. And what he's discovered is it's more likely that those groups of people are actually going to see your referrals while you sleep content. So Jeff, if and it could be an assistant of yours that could do this, you wouldn't have to do it. You do it daily or weekly. But what I would do is I would, with Facebook, you can sign in with your Facebook business page because all of them have your name, and you can create a list of like your top 100, and you can just go through and interact, comment, with those top people. And it's been because Brad, he's been reaching out to some what we call them Xerox clients, or the Dream 100 for and he's been doing that, and they're seeing them much more likely. So it's kind of a simple way to make sure that the people, like for Carol Ann, for you, attorneys, they'll see you more often. Or Jeff, certain people in Pennsylvania, if you had really good referral partners at one point. So that was kind of fascinating that's been working really well.
So he's going into people just likes or specifically? Like, can you show me?
Yeah, let's see.
So he's pulling out of his database like 100 people that he think are ready to move or list.
So not necessarily for him, it's more influencers or people that could possibly refer a lot of folks. So let me pull this up. So with this, the way I would like to do it is, so this is my business page. Like I'm logged into my personal here, but I'd go into my business page.
It have to be in your business page or it can be in your regular?
It can be in your regular. I like to do it from the business page because the way that referrals while you sleep is built, anyone that interacts with your business page is more likely to see your content all over for the next year. And I've actually just started recommending to people treat your business page like your personal page because it lets you do a lot more. Facebook lets you use it more with more advertising type stuff. But let's see. So I'm logged in here, and let's just say that. And I think Brad's here. He can actually, if he's on.
Hello.
Hey, there you are. Let's see. Here you are. So, for example, if I was wanting Stacy to see, I would, simply like go in here like this.
What a great page.
It's amazing.
I'm telling you.
I don't even know if I have a business page anymore. I used to. Looks like it's gone. I'm looking for it.
Let's
Yeah,
see. I believe you
so
do. 'Cause
funny.
we've got to run. It might be.
It's not an option for me anymore.
So here it is. It's the Silva Group.
Oh, it's that one. Okay. I used to have
Yeah.
my own Jeff Silva one. Okay. Yeah, that one I got.
And I was going to do it. I would rename it Jeff Silva, the Silva Group, OCF Realty, so they see your name first.
Yeah.
Question.
Easier said than done. It took me like 6 months to get it changed in the first place.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. Facebook's not easy when it comes to that.
Well, if that's true. Brad, I'm talking about the kind of the test that you ran of liking and commenting on certain people and how it's working, like helping specific people see. And could you share more kind of about the test and how that's worked?
Yeah, so I found that just the engagement with anyone that you're trying to make a better connection with and wanting to influence, um, that could be that seller that is going to sell in the next 6 months, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna have on my calendar to give them a call and send them the letters and everything. But meanwhile, to leverage the referrals while you sleep, if you're seeing them on their social media, commenting on their page, liking their posts, I found that they stay. I mean, it works. Like the referrals while you sleep works for them to be seeing your ads, seeing you, over and over again, and it's just there's not that gap of lack of familiarity, I guess. It's, you know, where people, oh, I haven't talked to you in a long time. It's almost like somebody gets on the phone and they just feel like they've been in contact with you because they've been seeing you so much. So that's kind of what I've been experiencing with the folks that I've been working with lately. And it's actually been, it's just been fun to do it, because I thought, wow, this is kind of a cool job. Just go on to people's pages and get to know about them, so that when you are communicating with them, you know, you can ask them about it. You can be genuinely interested because you know what's going on, and then, you know, making comments and liking their page. And it was always like this thing, as I continue to progress through unlearning, that, you know, oh, I have to bang this phone and keep on and just beat myself up because I didn't talk to enough people today, or didn't talk to this person, where I'm just like, no, this is doing the job for you. You know, it's doing what it needs to do. So that's been my experience with it, Charlie.
Yeah. And you're doing that from your personal page, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's yeah, and it's been working for kind of the people that you've been wanting to reach out to, kind of your dream 100. They're seeing it more, right?
My dream 100, that's it. I mean, that's it. And just really kind of keeping that simple, where it's just like, okay, you know, because we know we have a mental radar pretty much. Okay, here's our top, as a real estate agent, we have, oh, here's our top leads. Here's the people that we know we've got to, okay, yeah, definitely got to be in touch with this person. And this is just this is a nice addition to it. You know, of course, there's those people that are not on social media, and that is, you know, that's going to be where you are going to have to do it the good old fashioned way, texting. I even say that's funny, old fashioned, but texting, you know, and setting the alarm on your phone to call them, you know, so that you're not forgetting. Put it in your calendar 3 or 4 times. This is just me. Maybe somebody else is a little bit more, has a better memory. I know that if I don't have, you know, somebody reminding me to call, whether it's a business partner or assistant or the phone, or the calendar 3 or 4 times, sometimes it might slip from my my radar.
I do like that you said it was fun. That's not fun. All that liking and commenting.
You
That's so
you
hard
say,
for me.
yeah,
Well, you see, here's the difference, Stacy. I just remember, you know, to where real estate wasn't fun for me. It was just,
Right.
it was actually just a grueling, just terrible. And I remember this I was doing this it's this stuff called neurofeedback, and it was this gal was helping me, and I was doing all this stuff, and she was a practitioner, and she said, you know, do you like this? And I said, oh yeah, anything besides real estate is great. so so
Gotcha.
so that's kind of where I was coming from. Now, of course, I have a new lease on life. I'm here. I'm alive, and I'm thankful to be alive. So every day is just like, oh yeah, this is good stuff here. What I'm doing is gonna, you know, it's for a reason, and I don't have that stress. I wish I wouldn't have had such a crazy reminder to have to get a couple feet of intestine removed to put that on
Yeah.
my radar. But yeah. Anyway,
So the commenting and the liking for these 100 people, are you seeing the are they coming to you more? Are they having more conversation with you, or they're just seeing you more now, which in turn is going to have them come to you when they are ready?
yeah, all of the above. I mean, all of the above, and the bottom line is the result. It's the referral. Like I actually received referrals. Like that was the result. It's like,
And how long did it take for you to start actually receiving the referrals?
Well, it depends on, well, so let me answer that in the first way is when I first started referrals while you sleep, I got a referral within 90 days. And so that's kind of why we were kind of came up with this 90-day period, because I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm the perfect example because at that point I was doing nothing with my database, with my sphere of influence. And so there's that. So I had a referral within 30 days. I had another referral in the second quarter, and then a third referral in the fourth quarter. So I can attribute like three referrals just from people that I hadn't talked to in a while. And I was like, well, so it could have been just then it was just something else. But I thought after a while, after three, and then now, especially because I'm doing it consistently.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I've already seen business pick up and get the referrals from just whatever Charlie is doing. Because I don't know what Charlie does, but whatever Charlie does, people are already calling me saying they already think they know who I am. I don't know who they are. But now that you've actually started going onto their page and messaging and liking, are you seeing an increase from that?
Yeah, so I did. So yeah, okay, that's a good. Now I understand your question. So I started doing that. I probably started doing that consistently towards the end of last year, and so I've got because I know I've got a referral from that, and so today's what, the mid-February, so about 30, 45 days.
Okay.
So what is that like I mean, I go into my Facebook and there's a freaking million posts and feeds, and it's like, how do you dummy this down where you're looking at your 100 people and simplifying the process where you're like,
Another good question. So be careful before you even step into that land of chaos, right? Before you get
right,
in there, no, like it's almost like don't go into the supermarket like hungry or not knowing what you want, 'cause
right.
you're sitting there forever. So it's like you go into the Facebook and you're like, I got my horse blinders on. Like I'm looking for these people. I have my list. I mean, I'll even write it down and I'll just have it right there. So I'm focused. I'm like, okay, I'm going onto that page, that page, that page, that page, that page. And and now I'll admit sometimes I do get sidetracked a couple times because it's just that's the way it's set up and you get caught in the trap. But even that's cool because you're still commenting on people that are in your sphere of influence.
So there's two ways to do this, Jeff. Like one, the simple way that Brad's done. And then there is a way you can actually create a specific, I'm going to record my screen so I can share this with you later if I can. So you can actually create a list of specific people. I don't even know if you know this, Brad. So let's see if I can do this live. So when you go to your Facebook, what you'll do is you'll click friends, and then you should have down here custom list down here at the bottom.
Okay.
And then here, so you can see I've got some. You should be able to create a list. So I'm going to say, Dream 100.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Here it is. And then you click in here and you add friends, and you just, you can search them.
Nice.
And you add them to it. We just add some people. However many, save. And so now you should be able to view this somehow. I'll have to figure that out here in a minute. But once you create that, then you should be able to go in. So I'm going to figure out how to do that here in a minute. Because Facebook changes stuff all the time.
Jeff, you can do that from Brivity. If you narrow down your search in Brivity of the like top 100,
Mhm.
and then you have a Facebook thing on there, you can create the list from there.
Mhm.
Let's see. I think that'll work. I hope I didn't leave.
Sweet. Wow.
Maybe not. Maybe you can't do that anymore. But I mean, with that custom list, you've got that, and then you could just click on each one of their, instead of having to search it, you've got this list. So you used to actually be able to just see everyone's content, but you couldn't do that here, but you can just click on Jeff's, look through, comment, go back. Apparently I love people named Jeff. And that way you've just got this list. You don't even have the ability to see other people's stuff. And especially if you just save this as a bookmarklet or a book and just go in. That's hilarious. I did pick 3 people named Jeff, didn't I? And
It's pretty sweet.
so I recorded that, and I'll share that in the comments here and then the Facebook group. Brad, what made you want to do this?
I don't know. I think it was just that I noticed it was happening. Like I just and the other part was you said, hey, one day I think you kind of like one of your just probably brilliant comments that just flew off your head, and then you were on to something else, but you're like, yeah, if you do that, you'll have a more the algorithm or whatever, the Facebook magic will work there, and you'll be seen more. And I was like, oh, okay. So, and I don't know, for some reason that stuck in my brain, and I went in there and I was just doing it. I mean, and why I say it was fun, it was actually in the process. So when I'm talking to somebody, I'm genuinely interested in what they're doing because I saw what they were doing. I'm like, oh, cool. That's cool. I didn't know that you did that with your son. How old is he now? And just like, it was just really just a cool conversation instead of me being like, just, I don't know. I mean, that's how it came up.
Yeah. And how are you doing this? Are you spending a little bit of time a day? Or are you blocking out some time per week? How have you made it fun?
Yeah, so I do it as just I take 10 to 15 minutes a day because otherwise it's dangerous for me on there because I'll just be like, I'll get ADD all over the place. So I'll just do it for 10 to 15 minutes and then get out of there. So Jeff, just be careful.
No, I'm gonna get one of my VAs to go through and make sure I have all the people as friends, and then just add them to the list. That's a great idea.
It's like going to the jungle. Just bring a lot of mosquito repellent. Yeah.
Are you guys just kind of on the same topic, if you don't mind? Is you guys using Reach? I know a lot of people are using Reach through by referral only. There's another one somebody recommended to me called Porterhouse, which is now called something else, which is now called Straight Text. We've been looking at that too.
Yeah, the Reach app is great.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of folks use that. Yeah, and what's cool about this is it's just a way to, one of the questions is like, all right, like if I could have a certain group of people that I could just say, like I could like geo fence their houses. Like, all right, here's my top 200 people, and I want everyone in this house to like see my content because they're influential. They would refer me if they remembered. Maybe they're likely to move. Like how could I do that? And this is a way to make that more likely with that list of people. And what's cool, you like or comment, once a week or once a month or whatever. And Referrals While You Sleep is just going to be working in the background to make sure that, with that one thing, they see a lot of your content. And, I really like the idea of it being, the Dream 100 for me is like, who's some people that could refer $100,000 worth of business over the next 10 years? That's my thought. Like, I mean, I've got one client now that she, if I stay top of mind, I'm already halfway there this year. And just like, she loves me, and her son referred me, and she's got lots of wealthy friends that are looking to move around Nashville, and it's a slam dunk. So
Are they looking to move near Myrtle?
uh, I'll see if they did a second or third house.
Thanks.
What other good places? Yeah.
No, just Myrtle.
Just Murray. Just Murray. Do you guys have any, like, who would be the type of people that you put on there, Jeff?
So I have in my CRM, same thing, VIPs and potential VIPs. So I want to make sure I have all them connected. I think that's a great place to start. We've been doing a lot with social media with outside of you guys. I guess you're taking my stuff and putting on crack. Like Stacy said, I have no idea what the hell you do. So
I don't care to know as long as it's working, and it's working. So you just keep on distributing your crack.
I've never been told that before, but I appreciate it.
Well, I got a lot of things like that.
that's a great idea. You're saying do it. I see my problem with my team page is I just don't think I have like people that I know, like friend wise, are just not on there,
Right.
That's
Right.
what I struggle with.
So two things. One, Brad's actually using his personal account, so you can just
Yep.
have your days log in person.
Yeah.
The other thing that we've done with Referrals While You Sleep, because I had that same issue, like thousands of people on my personal page, but hundreds on my business, is Referrals While You Sleep can target, one, of course, anyone that's just in your list through your business page. But then two, anyone that's even visited your business page over the last year, or that's visited your Instagram page over the last year, can see your stuff. So they don't have to even like it. They don't have to follow it. If we can just get them to interact with it or view it at all, it's more likely they're going to see it. So that was one of the things that I wanted to solve, is I don't want people to have to quote unquote like it to be able to see the content. And part of the issue is Facebook, when Facebook first started business pages, they'd show your content to everybody. Now you've got to pay to play. And what we figured out is that for $3 a day, we can hit Instagram, Facebook, all this small group of people that we're targeting, whether they like the page or not. Yeah. And so I like that idea of thinking of VIPs, potential VIPs, any other specific, people that would be influential, that would love to refer you, because they just know lots of people. And Stacy, who are the types of people that come to your mind that this would work for?
For me, I'm gonna go back through, like I started keeping that spreadsheet of who did I talk to yesterday. I pull up texts, and so I'll probably go back through there and pick, the top 100 I've had real estate conversations with and make sure that they're on my Facebook and that I am actually commenting, because that is like a job for me. But yeah, 15 minutes a day doesn't sound awful at all. So I'll just keep another spreadsheet and just start tackling it.
Yeah. I love that. And you've got my permission to be strategically lazy and just like them as well. If you get tired of commenting.
Okay. The first 5 minutes might be comments. The next might be all likes.
Yeah, I'm coming it out. Time to spam the like button. What about you, Mike? I know people are already seeing you, and you see that. But
Yeah, one example that I use is that I was at a friend's, a high school mate's funeral a couple months ago. I've been out of high school for like 46 years or whatever, but anyway, this guy comes up to me, and I haven't seen him for 45 years. He was a captain of the basketball team and everything. Great guy. He says, "Hey, I see you all the time on Facebook. I follow you with your videos and stuff. That's awesome." And I'm like, "Oh, that's great. Thanks. I appreciate it." So people are seeing it. So for whatever reason, I didn't even know I was friends with him on my Facebook, because I really haven't seen any posts of him. But for whatever reason, he's followed me and liked me, and now I'm top of mind if he ever decides to move or whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. Well, we're about to break off into the duo videos, but you guys have any questions? But anything Referrals While You Sleep related?
I have a question. So do you think, because really, you're always on the kind of the cutting edge of what the heck Facebook is doing and how to get around that, or, use that to our advantage for our ads. Do you think there's always going to be a hard line between the Facebook business page and the personal page in terms of like the personal page noticing your activity on your business page, or your business page noticing the activity on your personal page, and somehow merging that together?
Facebook's talking about merging it together. Like for the longest time, they would tell us, you've got your personal page and your business page, and we don't want you to put business on the personal. Like, just don't do it. It's not what we like, which of course doesn't work with us. Like, we are our business. But since TikTok came out, and of course they bought Instagram, and if you notice, like in Instagram, there's not a difference. And TikTok, there's not a difference. It's all one. And so Facebook is trying to like they've come to be like, oh wait, that was kind of dumb. And so they've talked about like merging it or making it where we can do all the stuff that we do with Referrals While You Sleep on the personal page. Right now, we can't. It's almost like your personal page is like it's handicapped. Like, you can't do everything that you can with your business. And so I've seen where they're trying to pull them together, or let them have the same abilities. I hope that happens. It'll be so much easier for us and you guys and like what we do. They're wanting to do that because they just see that like we are the brands, and to have a separate is really kind of silly. So they should continue to get more and more merged to where like that they'll both work. Maybe we could even run the promotions on both. Does that answer your question?
It does, yeah, because I'm just, for me, I'm very similar to Jeff in that I really previously knew nothing about it. I tried my hand at Facebook ads for a long time, and this was just something that I was curious about because I tend to by default go onto my personal page.
Yeah.
And I just think it's exciting to know like what's happening to maximize our ads really, and get them seen by more people. So thanks for explaining that.
Yeah. And so that's why, until it combines, my realization was like Facebook lets us do a lot more with our business pages. So in my head, I'm just like, all right, that's just going to be, I'm going to treat my business page like my personal page. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
business stuff, I'm gonna have personal stuff. At the end of the day, people hire us because they feel connected. We've got the connection, influence, and authority. And that's what Referrals While You Sleep does. It has all of that. And so as much as I can just have um, my Instagram look like that, my um, Facebook business page look like that, the better.
yeah, yeah. As I noticed that they like there's now a pop-up that says, "Do you want to post this on all of your stuff?" So
Right.
you don't actually have to think about it. So that tells me that they're definitely going in the direction you were talking about, where there's going to be some kind of a merger at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're losing a lot of money by not letting us run ads from our personal page.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly, but um, and so yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. What about you, Dale? Any thoughts?
Well, I just went in there and posted some personal stuff on my business page while we were talking. And I noticed that on my business page, I have basically very few friends on there. And so I just started scrolling through trying to I couldn't figure out how to link friends from my personal page to get them to like them from my business page, not like them, but go to their posts. And I wasn't having any success with that. The other thing I noticed too, and I've noticed this a couple weeks ago is, well, it came to my attention. I wasn't really paying attention, but on my personal page, it's nothing but ads. I see very few posts from people, of things going on. And so I don't know. You know, and then all of a sudden now I'm getting tons and tons of administration admin people, spamming me. Whereas before you made some adjustments, you helped us make some adjustments and it was good. Now all of a sudden I'm just getting hammered again.
Getting hammered again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Facebook. Yeah, let me show you how to um you can invite how to invite everybody to like your Facebook page. So if you're
we did that before. I suppose we could certainly do it again.
yeah, if you want, so with this you want to be logged in as your personal profile. And let's just go here to Charlie Madison. This is my business page.
Oh, so I want to go to my business page then.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
You,
do
you
that.
want to be logged in as your personal page. You don't want to be logged in, quote unquote, as the page. And
Wait
oh,
now, you're saying two different things there.
so I'm logged in as me. See, this is as my personal
Okay.
page, but I'm visiting my business page.
Okay, okay, so I'm in Dale Flayton right here. Okay,
And then when I'm here, click these little three buttons
yeah.
here to the right and click invite friends.
So I says view as, search, profile status, archive, activity, profile. It doesn't say invite friends. Now
If you can,
this is my personal page.
okay, you want to go over to your business page. And if you want, we can do that as well later.
Okay,
Uh,
let's just pick a time.
yeah. But if any of y'all want to do that, you can go to your business page, click invite friends, and you can invite up to 1,000 at once. And you just select all 1,000, send invites, and they're sent. Pretty simple that way. some of y'all, we did that once. And
Now I'm in invite people to connect. Switch to Dale Flate for more features, tools and settings. Switch. Okay, there's it says select. I've invited 575 in the past. Not invited is 13. So
you can just invite those 13.
yep, send invites. So I sent that.
And when you guys have been talking to your clients lately, what are some of the questions or the things that they've been saying lately? I'd love to bring that in for the duo video.
You know, something that popped up for me here a day or two ago is I was trying to post some information on this real estate page, and this gal was just hard assing me about stuff. And I was just posting, you know, actual information.
Yeah.
And she says, you know, clearly you're of a different generation. And, you know, so I wasn't speaking to her on her terms. And at that point, I realized that this is why internet marketing doesn't work with, you know, all the emails we send out and stuff like this, because people just, they don't want to pay attention to it until they're ready to pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, they have zero interest other than what's in their little minds. You know, at the time, they're not interested in branching out. You know, they're just focused on whatever they're pissed at or commenting on or whatever. And so it was, you know, kind of it didn't affect me, but it just made me notice, you know, how poor or what we got to do to get across to more people, and everybody's on their own wavelength. And so at that point, I thought, you know, why I'm not going to waste my time chasing strangers. I'm going to spend all my time chasing referrals.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, part of referrals while you sleep, like we know 15%, you know, on average are going to move in a year. They're not paying attention until they're that, you know, and then it's the life things, right? Like,
yeah,
either they got a new kid or they got a kid moving out, or they've got, you know, they got married, they got divorced. Maybe they got a raise.
and you know, with that, you know, with the Facebook, like I said, I'm getting just inundated with ads. You know, my phone's, you know, listening to me full time, and all of a sudden that kind of stuff pops up on my Facebook. I'm not seeing personal stuff from people. So I have no idea if they're having a kid or, you know, I just noticed some person I grew up with in Montana, you know, her dad passed away. And that's one of the only personal posts I've seen
Yeah.
in a long time. Are they going to Instagram? Where are they running to? Does Instagram have fewer ads?
Well, you might want to just go to their personal pages and see if that's what you want to do. Or my thought is, you know, the clients, like, well, I was talking to a client today. He's going through a divorce, working on getting the house ready. You know, I always like talking about that, the importance of the listing agent matters. And I've got a buyer right now that they've got their house listed in Arizona, and the agent, he's not good. You know, he said, "Hey, we're going to sell it 2 million first weekend on market." What, 4 months later, they're at like 1.7. And, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty good at not making that kind of mistake. You know, having the right agent makes a difference. You know, I love just talking about, I always love talking about what we do to make sure that our clients, what's the quote, Brad? I mean, buyers want to make sure they get a great deal within their time frame. sellers want to make as much as possible within their time frame, as easy as possible.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So anything kind of stick out about all that for any good suggestion for suggested topic for the duo video with that?
Yeah, I won't be able to do the dual video today, but I just want to make a comment. Dale, you said that you were chasing business. You want to be chasing referrals. I just want to suggest maybe that we change our mindset a little bit. Instead of chasing referrals, we're attracting referrals.
Yeah, I think I like that better.
Or attracting business instead of chasing business. I think if we look at it, that we are attracting business, I think that we can do a little bit better, and we won't get so tired, right? We want to sit in the easy chair and let people come to us rather than get on the treadmill or whatever and try to chase people down. And sometimes that's been our mindset, I think, forever, right? As realtors, we chase business rather than attract business.
Yeah, I just had an epiphany. I had a meeting with Joe Stump of By Referral Only last week, and we're talking about writing my new niche book, and I couldn't come up with a good niche. I had a challenge there. And I would like to get into the waterfront market. We have a lot of waterfront around here, and that's your higher end homes. Equestrian properties, those are higher end homes. And he said, hey, do you have a lot of money to spend, on your front end? And I said, well, I have the money. I said, I don't really want to take the time. He says, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to work that hard either. So now I'm at the point that I don't want to work that hard to chase or attract new business, but I will spend the time with my referrals, because that's, my business today is 95% referral business. And this year I'm starting out the year very strong, and it's all referral business. So I'm just going to stick with that pattern. I've always I've lost a lot of referral business because they moved out of state due to our state policies. So I kind of wanted to fill that funnel, somehow. And I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing. I don't want to work that hard.
I love on attracting the referrals, like who I can serve. That's really kind of the top of mind tracker that we created, who's incoming to me. Because I know for me, I would get incoming referrals, incoming contacts. And, I was told over and over, you can't have a solid practice that way. You got to do all this other stuff. And I would kind of downplay the value of all of these. And when I started tracking these, I was like, all right, who can I serve today? It seemed like even more came. And, what is measured grows, and what is measured and reported grows exponentially, and my famous one, I probably lost 120 grand in commissions one year because I was chasing this person that no way in the world would ever be able to buy a house. And I was just exhausted, not taking care of my uncle, and that year is probably 120 grand from him and his referrals and kids. And my coach said, just talk to the people,
Yeah, I've been told that a number of times, and I'm always still trying to, crack that code of getting the stranger to come in and be a friend, because that's how I got the referrals I have now, but I was hungry back then. I'm not as hungry today.
Yeah. And I'd love to break out time for duo videos. I know you got to go, Mike. Great to see you.
Yeah, I do. I'll
And
see everybody next week.
See you, Mike.
Have a good week.
You too.
Who all wants to do videos?
I can do one. I don't know what the topic is yet.
Uh, I mean, I always love the idea of different things that client success story is a great one, or what to do to get your house ready to sell. I always love that one. The a good story of negotiating for a client. Like I've got one that we closed a few months back. We the other agent was just determined to try to get 10,000, 30,000 off. And, I was just like, look, it's not going to happen. And, they closed, they closed, but he was doing he threatened to like report me to my broker, because we wouldn't like negotiate the price. But, he was wanting 40 grand off of a house, and, it just wasn't going to happen. And, a lot of the people here, I think, are good negotiators, but a lot of agents would not have held up with that, I don't think. So, the question is, what's a story? What's something we can share about how it makes our sellers money, helps them sell their house on their time, or, how we help buyers get what they actually want quicker. Any story like that come up to mind, Stacy?
Said so many things. But yeah, I'm sure I can come up with something quick. I love selling houses that were unable to be sold. That's my love.
Yeah.
I've got something for buyers right now that I'm doing, but I don't know if people want to push buyers.
Yeah.
I mean,
mean,
so I've got a client that just is referred to me that is kind of frustrated with the market, and I have a list of most likely to sell properties that I'm going to call. I've got probates in the area that they want to be in. So, I don't know if you guys do that to try to find something off market.
I don't. I haven't needed to. I'm in a different market, so it's a little more balanced here. But I
Okay.
love that for you. At the end of the day, whether it's a buyer or seller, these videos show that you know what you're talking about, and you're going to do whatever it takes for your client.
And also, I usually get to have the buyer and the seller and get a better commission. So, but it is a little bit of work.
Right. Yeah. Most people aren't going to do that kind of work.
I gotta run, guys. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye, Brad. Thanks.
Perfect. So, Jeff, if you can hear me, my suggestion is you and Sophia maybe do a video together. Hop in if you want to know how that is. And then out of us four, who wants to do a video with me?
I'll do it.
Perfect. So Carol Ann and Stacy, y'all good to hop in a breakout room?
Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna stop recording here.